and I'm excited to be back in Austin because I asked Vivienne to come on.
Hello.
So what are your pronouns? Where are you from? And what do you go by?
My name is Vivienne Wallace. She, her pronouns. And I'm from San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When did you move to Austin?
That was January 13th, 2019.
Dude, everyone that I've been interviewing, it's been around that time.
Right? Okay,
like
that's
19.
what I'm finding too.
Like they got here right on time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, before the accident.
Before the takeover.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that you do fashion. Like you're into fashion?
Yes, I'm a fashion designer.
Okay, fashion design. Did you go to school and
No,
stuff?
I did not.
Okay, were you just self-taught?
Completely self-taught. I've been sewing since I was 8.
Okay, nice. Because I know people that do go to school for fashion design also study things like interior design. Like it's like it tied into so much like...
It does. I mean, I just think design in general, I mean...
like an affluent society.
Right. And it's also such a broad thing. When I'm like, I'm a designer, they're like, okay, but what kind? And I always forget I could be like any kind of designer, but no, just fashion design. I have a clothing brand.
Okay.
I own a business.
Okay.
It's called Immaterial. It's been around since 2017, actually.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
So what kind of was your inspiration, or how did you know that that's what you wanted to get into?
I mean, I've been sewing since I was 8. It was kind of the only thing I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Honestly. So there was never like a question about it.
Yeah.
It was just like, this is what I'm going to do.
And you like laid out and everything and was like, just kept going.
Yeah. It's been a long time, but it's still growing so much, and it's still it's going to still need like, you know, another, I don't know, 10 years to really
for sure
do something, you know?
Yeah. So was it hard trying to navigate like your sexuality per se, or like your identity, and then also like try and pursue fashion? Like was there any trouble, prejudice?
Well, I mean, growing up, yes, but it wasn't really hard to do either at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was more like a outlet. Yeah, it was more like an outlet, you know?
Okay.
It was an outlet to express myself, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was just a lot easier. It kind of helped me, you know?
And your
like
family was like supportive?
Oh my God, my family is incredible.
Okay.
My family is so nice.
I love that.
I have 2 brothers and a mom. And don't really talk to my dad. We're on better terms actually now. I cut him off for like 5 years. But they're amazing. They've always been amazing. I mean, even since I was like a toddler, they've been amazing. So what the fuck was I gonna say? So coming into Austin, like, did you get into the creative scene immediately? Like coming here, like, is this the reason why you moved here a little bit? Yeah, I mean, the main reason why I like jumped the gun and like decided to move was because of my best friend Bella.
Yeah.
She is an amazing artist. I mean, she just makes amazing music, and she was like, "Girl, come on, you got to come out here. Like San Antonio's not going to do anything." And I have some choice words about San Antonio that I may not speak about.
No,
but it just sucks. But yeah, so I came out here, and you know, she was kind of the outlet that like introduced me to all her other creative friends, and I kind of made my little nook, and it's been really good, honestly. Everybody is so great here. I really like the community.
Yeah, the community is really supportive and like open to anyone's artistry, and I honestly love that about Boston. Like, you know, people like to do a lot of art trades or just like show up for people.
Yeah, I mean, we all just kind of show up for each other if we can, you know. And I mean, I've had like 3 fashion shows here already.
Oh, nice.
So, and they've all been, you know, full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 300, 400 people.
Ever was telling me, like, he was hyping me up. He's like, no, like, everyone went. They gave her an award, or like the best designer right now. And I was like, what?
Oh my God, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
But
I don't know what ever said.
But
Like
thank you.
up
I
and
really
coming.
love
I
that.
don't know what he said. I was like,
I'm just fab.
yeah, I know. I love that.
Also, I don't really have any trouble with people here. Like people in the community, like there's not really drama or anything, and I always make it a point to try to be as nice to people as possible because being a bitch will get you nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
But I love that people I love
such a
that
bitch.
people well, sometimes being a bitch could be a good thing, right? So but being a bitch constantly, like in this industry, definitely won't get you anywhere. And I feel that there are some people that like to do that. But you know not to work with them after. It's just about being respectful and about being as nice and generous as you can be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also like just focus on the people who are willing to help you type shit, and like anyone else, just don't invest too much time in that.
Exactly. And there's been times where you work with someone and it doesn't really go the way it's supposed to or the way that you planned it to be, and you just know not to interact with them again. But overall, it's been amazing.
So who are your biggest fashion inspirations right now?
Oh my God. Let's see. In a big scale, Jean-Paul Gaultier. Love Jean-Paul Gaultier. Robert Woon is amazing. Love his stuff. But locally, I am so about one of my closest friends, Nico. Amazing designer. Amazing designer.
Oh, he dresses like or he makes like the gowns, like
beautiful huge gowns. I mean, they're just so grandiose and perfect, and he really has so much talent. And I've known this motherfucker for like years. But I used to live in Corpus.
Yeah,
we knew each other when we lived in Corpus.
Yeah, I love that there's a lot of people of color that are coming like out as designers, and it's like such a fresh.
I love that phrase, coming out. I'm coming out as a designer.
Well, no, like there's just so much groundbreaking like designs through these people, like through their lenses. Like I don't know if you know of William Chavez.
Yes. Oh my God. Chavera or something. Chavarria.
Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, his stuff is crazy.
Is insane.
Yeah, I mean, having our culture through like a really grandiose couture perspective is super needed.
I'm like 4'11" and shit, but I want to like model for brands. My dream is to model for Guess jeans. I'm so
God,
delusional.
No, I love that.
I just want to be like a Guess.
You just want to be like
rock and roll,
slim thick in a Guess pant. When I hire models for runway, I love a tall ass bitch. But when I hire models for editorial, it's just it's just a picture. So you can look as tall as you want. You know what I mean? And
I know how to like make myself look long or
angular.
Yeah, I've studied it because I'm so short.
We're both just staring at our hair.
I'm like, no, you have to shoot from down there. And then they don't get it.
Oh my God, I always tell them that too. They don't listen.
So what are your goals for your career, for your fashion brand?
Well, short-term goals, I do want to carve out a little bit more space here, but I'm thinking about moving, maybe taking the brand somewhere else. I still do a lot of work for the brand elsewhere anyways, so it's just kind of a no-brainer. But long-term goals, I'm thinking, all I really want is to just chill. I just want to calm down, honestly. I'm a sleepy girl. Like, I want to have my business to a point where I don't have to do anything. I can sit back and be more in the background and not really see anyone and live in a cabin in the woods.
Would you ever want to, like, be the creative director for, like, a certain brand?
Yes, I would love to. I mean, just at this very moment, I used to really like sewing. But when you own a business and you have to do everything yourself, you know what I mean? I'm the photographer. I'm the designer.
Dude.
And then I have to make all this shit. And then I have to like cast all these models with my own budget.
No, dude.
You know,
I'm like
thousands of dollars go by and you're just like, okay, I'm going to need some help because this is not okay. So creative directing is like, I'm designing this and this is the vibe. Mm-hmm. You go make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. I totally understand. I've like built this podcast from the ground up.
Yeah, and that's not an easy feat at all. It's not
easy. And the point of it is to like showcase people and like have them have a platform to talk about their shit and have that content circulating for their PR marketing.
Right.
But like, yeah, so it's a little draining when it's like, oh my God, I'm doing all this.
Yeah.
And then it's like, wait, is anyone going to pay me?
No. And that's the thing. Nobody pays you when you have your own business.
And that's
you pay
the
yourself.
Thing. Like right now I'm about to do an event with a friend, and she was like, yeah, we just need to invite, she was like, fuck white people, like let's just invite our friends, family. I'm like, yeah, I get it. And it's in LA. I don't have like family there or anything like that. And I was like, but dude, I'm tired of our own community investing in us and then us, like it's like a circle. I need these white people to show up.
Yeah, we're passing around the same $20.
Yeah, we're like literally. So I'm gonna need different people at my events. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's really hard to tap into a different market once you're so settled in one, but it's so possible. I mean,
yeah. If you don't mind me asking about just a little bit about like your transition, or like just kind of like how you knew like what body or what you wanted to express yourself as, like,
so
I don't know how to word it.
Right. No, that's fine. It's okay. So, I mean, it's hard to have the language, but
it's so new and there's so much language. And then it's also like for a woman, I feel like there's just all these other language terms that are being built for us too. And like, it's just so much. It's like,
what do you mean?
Like, there's so much language to be protective and helpful and supportive.
Right. There's a lot of, there's a lot of language that we need to be mindful of. Mm-hmm. And I would never be mad at someone for not having the language, which is, it's okay. Like, why would I get mad at someone that doesn't know any better, you know? But I transitioned pretty young. Mm-hmm. And it's not like I never had like a, oh my God, aha, like moment.
Yeah.
I've always been, I was 8 running around in like little dresses and stuff and like putting on makeup. That was never a question in my family. Right. They were just like, oh, that's Viv, you know? Mm-hmm. So yeah, but medically, I think when maybe a year before I moved here medically. Mm-hmm. And
okay, nice.
Yeah. So it's been like 6 years.
Do you feel like more in your body now? Like,
yeah, no, I mean, I always say this to my friends when they're so sweet. Or if I'm on a date, they're like, how are you so beautiful and funny? And I'm like, I used to be an ugly kid. I just think that's fucking hilarious. But
yeah,
really noticing now, like how much more in my body I am. And like when people... Like, I mean, this isn't a good thing, but when people catcall me on the street, I'm like, I know they were not talking to me. And my girlfriends are like, girl, they were talking to you. And I was like, oh, that's so weird. I'm like, I totally forgot that I'm a sexy woman. Well, I think everything depends on the person who's saying it, right? But no, because even then, even if you're fine as hell, you shouldn't. Who are you to be yelling at a woman on the street? So no, it's noticing that certain things are happening now.
I like when a homeless guy does it that's being sweet. He's like, you look really good today. And I'm like,
no, that's nice.
I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
No, but not when it's like something like creepy where they're like whistling or like
there's construction in front of my place and oh my God, my intrusive thoughts one, he was like, damn, like, and like in front of all like the guys and they were all catcalling me and I was just like,
I don't know what's up with that culture. I think because they come here and they see like Americans all dolled up and then they're like, well, damn.
Yeah, or like, well, they're just like, they were like miming and they were like,
yeah, or maybe they're like working hard and then they're like,
yeah, and my intrusive thoughts went and I just said die to them and I was like, oh fuck, you can't just say that.
No. Thank you for like telling me about your experience, your transition, and like,
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's a really, for a lot of girls, it's a very long process, you know?
mm-hmm.
And it hasn't been easy, but like
Yeah.
I'm more in my body in the sense that I give a shit a lot. Like I don't give a shit a lot more. I used to be
Mm-hmm.
very self-conscious or like
Yeah.
very self-aware of my body at all times. Now I don't give a fuck. Like I know that I know who I am. Doesn't
I
really.
feel that because I got my breasts done and like
Oh, did you? Twins?
it's almost like gender affirmation for me, or like
Yeah,
I have
it's
body
all the same.
dysmorphia,
Yeah.
so like I always just pictured me with big tits and that never happened. So like I would stuff my boobs in like middle
Mm-hmm.
school and like I don't know, but yeah, so
Oh, you
getting
were the girl with the toilet paper in her bra.
I was.
I love that.
And then people were like, "What's
I was
poking out?"
also the girl with the toilet paper in her bra, so.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. No, but yeah, so like similar to what you said, I definitely feel just better, normal, like less
Yeah.
self-conscious, like
You just
more.
don't worry. You're less self-aware, and it's like when you're so self-aware of you and your own body and the way everyone is perceiving you at all times, it kind of rots your brain a little, you know? It's
Yeah.
that little thing in the back of your head that's just like, what is everyone saying? What is everyone like? Psst, psst, psst,
Yeah,
psst.
yeah, yeah.
It's just me.
So, what's your type of guy, like, or what do you like? Like, what's your type of person?
Well, I like women and men,
Okay.
but I don't know. I'm trying to think of if there's a pattern between me and my exes,
Okay. I'm like, okay.
between all of them. Um, Honestly, I don't think that there was ever a strict pattern. I just find sexy people really sexy.
Yeah.
I do. I do love some muscles. I do.
Muscles? That's so funny because I'm not a like muscle ab girl.
Really? Oh my God, they have to look like Paul Bunyan and like they could look like they could throw a car.
I literally like them like medium ugly, like hot.
Well,
Like a model like hot, but then they're like ugly, like
grimy.
weird,
Well,
grimy, ugly.
that definitely is all my exes too, though. Yeah, they're kind of like a little dirty looking.
Dirty, but then they have good eyebrows or something hot.
Yeah, they're just like, you know, I want a man to look like a man.
Or
You
like they
know,
have
like
big
a
lips.
little ugly is like a little sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
love ugly guys.
yeah, or like grimy skater boys, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, they seem to really love me. So
I just texted one today because I unfriended him on IG. And then, because like like I hate when I have like a crush on my IG.
oh my God, yeah.
And then I have to post like stories and think
You
of
have to lay
them.
the trap.
I have to like, I'm on edge all day because of them on my story. It's a story war. And so I like unfriended him and had him unfriend me, whatever. But I just texted him today. I was like, miss you. He's a Gemini, but he was like,
Oh, girl, Gemini man, stay away.
I know,
turn around.
but
Turn around. Oh my God, save yourself. And that's coming from a Gemini.
we like recorded our sex on like a camera recorder, like the skating camera recorder.
Shut up.
It was hot.
Does he live here?
Okay, is this a therapy session?
No, I'm living. I'm literally living. I have a date today.
Okay.
Yeah, a white boy, unfortunately.
And
just like my ex. Yeah, it's just there's just I think I caught a white boy bug or something because my friends are like, you never did that, and I'm like, girl, I don't know. Something happened. They got me.
I don't know. Well, the white girls don't want them anymore. They're tired of their shit for years, so they're going towards like Hispanic black guys. I don't know. I'm doing a lot of research right now with
Really?
interracial marriage, and I'm going really deep into it.
Interesting.
But I think a lot of them have witnessed like white men pretty much be just like
Awful people.
And I think a lot of white women stay shut about it, but then they honestly the only people who benefit from interracial marriage are white women.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like a black or Hispanic person who dates a white woman and say that white woman sets boundaries like, no, I'm not going to do that. They respect that. But say if they were dating a Latina or black woman and we're like, no, we're not going to do that, it'd lead to domestic violence.
Yeah.
So it's always like the most prized possession is that white woman, like that, like European beauty standards, and like
Right, right,
it
right.
literally only benefits them. Like,
I mean, it's peak social desirability from like just from an outside perspective. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It has a lot of value. Being a woman has a lot of value. Being a white woman has a lot of value.
yeah. But then I don't blame black women for wanting to date white men or get married to white men because, hello, if they're not getting chosen by their own people, like, bitch, do what you need to do, you know? Like,
Yeah, I literally have no idea
but for
anything about
me,
that.
it's so hard. I'm like, fuck, I like white boys, and what am I doing? Okay.
Oh my God. I mean, it is so like there's just so many layers to it. Honestly, it just makes me want to have a cigarette. Um, no, but yeah, the honestly dating has been. I mean, maybe when I was younger, it wasn't that intense because I didn't
Yeah.
really date around. So now that I'm an adult and I started dating in 2021, like I
Yeah.
actually started to like go on dates and put
Oh,
myself out
okay.
there. And I
Yeah.
also, I started like drinking and like
Okay.
I was a very nice little kid, you know.
Okay.
So um then when I started dating, I was like, "Oh my God. Like they love me." But it's only because of like, maybe when I don't know if you feel this, you kind of
Uh-huh.
still, if you make a drastic change to your body, you still feel like that person. You
Yeah.
still look at yourself kind of like that person.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I never notice when like guys are flirting with me and I'm like, "Thanks, dude. Awesome. You have a great day." And my
Yeah.
friends are like, "He wanted you so bad." Or like a guy gives
Yeah.
me his number and I'm like, why do you want me to text you? I don't get it.
So how do you feel with all the laws being passed in Texas right now? Like, do you feel like shit's gonna change, or do you feel in danger? Like, are there guys here that give you a hard time or anything?
Um, Guys don't really give me a hard time in Austin. Maybe if I was
Okay.
dating in San Antonio, and I'm
Yeah.
saying this as a Mexican woman, my culture is not like it's not safe to be a Mexican
Yeah.
woman in San Antonio or just like a trans woman
Yeah.
surrounded by my own culture because my own culture does not like me,
Yeah.
but I mean the laws that are being passed, I honestly I'm kind of cynical. I feel like if we really try, we can make something work, but at the rate it's going, I don't really know. Doesn't look too good.
And then I'm sorry that you're experiencing that because I know that there's a lot of push during like these
Yeah.
bills that are being passed, and it's crazy. Um, it's just a lot of controversy. There's just a lot changing socially, and like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so on a lighter note, what city do you like to go to for fashion and inspo?
Oh, New York. Are
New
you
York?
joking?
Okay,
New
okay.
York. You could
Nice.
just show up in New York and stand in one place for 5 hours and just see everyone that walks by. It's
Dude, yeah.
amazing. Have you been?
I've been, but not really from like a fashion lens. Like I've never really,
Yeah, I analyzed it that way.
yeah. But that'd be cool to like go and like study
Oh
fashion
my God, it's.
there.
I mean,
Like window shop.
I was thinking about going from marketing to FIT
Mhm.
or like business. Because if I were to go to school, I would just go for business so I can learn something of
Mhm.
like financial literacy or like
Yeah.
value,
Yeah.
Even though I hate math, I truly cannot even do it.
Yeah.
But if I were to go to school, it would be like maybe over there for
Okay.
business.
Nice. Um, so do you have any future projects you're looking forward to, or anyone that you would like to collab with?
Um, I haven't collaborated with one of my best friends, Nico, the designer. I would love to get that going.
Okay.
I mean, he's just so talented,
Yeah, shout out
insanely
Nico.
talented. But I mean, yeah, shout out Nico, love you, girl. Um, but I'm working on the next collection as we speak.
Nice.
I can't really give a lot of details,
Don't.
but um, it's fabulous. I mean, it's in the very early stages. I like to take kind of a long time in between because I'm just so exhausted after the last show. And the last show was when? September? Yeah, it was September.
Okay. I'm excited. I interviewed my friend Leah Sampson, and I was like, Any future plans? She's like, a girl never tells, or I don't know what she said. I was like, okay, I like that answer.
A girl never reveals her secrets.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to wait when I pop out.
That makes me more excited, to be honest.
It's yeah, I like a little delayed gratification.
Yeah. But I personally have not seen your work because I'm not a good research podcast.
Oh my God.
Podcast bitch.
I'll show you.
Yeah, you'll show me. I'm sure it's amazing. Like, literally ever fucking was raving that night. I swear to God. And I mean, you're a Gemini. You're creative. So
yeah. And I just love how we met, like, actually, and sat down. It was just a whole vibe.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you for coming on here and being vulnerable and like kind of sharing like your process and your story, because I just hope that people that watch this like get the courage to do whatever they want. Or
yeah, honestly, it's your fucking life. Do whatever makes you happy. I wish I was a little more dramatic. Should I cry?
No. I mean, you can give like some advice.
Imagine.
Like for someone who's maybe transitioning or wanting to pursue something creative, or just in general, for someone from San Antonio, like what kind of advice would you give them to pursue their dreams?
Well, on the creative note,
yeah,
keep working, because you're only going to get better. I know a lot of people get really fed up with how hard they try and it's not working out.
Yeah,
that happens to literally everybody. I mean, you're either strong enough to figure out that, you know, I need to fucking keep going.
Yeah.
And it's all about just having that kind of strength. Same with transitioning, but honestly, there's this tweet that one of my friends on Twitter made, and they were like, young trans women always ask me for tips and advice on like transitioning, and then I'm the bad guy when I tell them not to. Because it's very hard.
It is very hard.
But I'm not going to say that on the record. That's not what I mean. But
no, it's like moving across the country.
Yeah,
like,
but with your body.
Yeah, with your body.
It's like you could do it, but oh my God, it's going to be
tough. Like,
I mean, you think getting your career off the ground is tough. I mean, the physical like toll that transitioning, I mean, at least medically, takes on your body is the mood swings. It's like you're going through another puberty, and it's, you know.
okay, I'm not trying to be salty, but like, okay, so you know how in the Olympics right now, like they're letting trans people join and do women's sports.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, recently one girl won the Olympics. She's a trans woman, and they were like checking her testosterone levels to see if they were high or not. They weren't. She passed the test, whatever all that was good. But I've been just thinking, because men have testosterone as soon as they wake up. They have the most energy.
Yeah.
And like the 9-to-5 schedule has always been built around men testosterone.
Right.
And so it's like, I just want more conversations on women hormones, because we are unable to do a lot of shit. We don't have energy.
Yeah.
They're pushing us to like work men fucking hours.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like, what? Like,
I know, when I found that out, I was like, okay, it makes a lot of sense of why we are the way we are.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I wake up so awfully. Like, I don't have an easy night's sleep. You know what I mean? And then I'm awake during the night.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, fuck that bullshit. I mean, the hormones that I take, I'm currently not taking any right now. Don't tell anyone.
Okay. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay, girl. I haven't. I just don't when I date people. But
because they make you crazy. What do they do?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of a cunt, but mostly your sex drive is just, if you apparently,
it's down.
Yeah, it's like non-existent.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we have different things, and like no one gives a fuck about us as far as like making studies or like help.
Right. I mean, come on. Are we surprised?
Like, all studies are based around men, so it's like...
Yeah. I mean, and how many studies are out there about trans women?
And
like,
they're barely doing it.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
It's a lot because it is very biological, and I think people should take into consideration, like, you know, people's different biologies. Just as simple as that.
Yeah, men don't take anybody in consideration except for
their
themselves.
world.
Yeah, so I don't even think we're really gonna get that far on that front. I think we should just burn everything down.
I'm down.
Okay.
But thank you for coming to my podcast.
Of course, it's been a pleasure.
I'm so happy that you came for real, because like I feel like such a loser just being like, hey, come in to me.
No, my God, like for you, anything, sweetie.
Okay, I'm so excited. And then hopefully, if you're ever in LA, let me know.
Absolutely.
Just give your Instagram handles or anything that you would want to promote.
I won't say my Twitter because that's kind of just like ew.
Yeah,
but
I'm cringe on Twitter.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like a little embarrassing. But my Instagram is Vivienne Online, Vivienne online.
Okay.
And
your shop?
It's just on my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can follow Girl Friday at Girl Friday Podcast on IG, and also we're on Spotify for 2 seasons.
Ooh.
And shout out Ever once again for being the little engineer.
Thank you, Ever. You're the best.
Producer. All right, well, thank you for watching.